Hello curious people, welcome to Jainism, the ancient science. I am Manisha Kala from India and today I am going to talk about atonement or prayaschit, the first way of internal Nirjara. Nirjara is nothing but fast track shedding of bad karma. As per Jainism, atonement has 4 stages: repentance, remorse, confession and self-reconciliation. I'll discuss each of them in detail and then I will go on to the benefits of atonement. So, Nirjara is of 2 types: external Nirjara and internal Nirjara. I have already discussed 6 ways of external Nirjara, which included dietary restrictions and giving physical strain to the body and meditation. The word internal means it may not be seen by others. When you are doing external Nirjara, you are fasting or you are sitting in meditation, everyone comes to know that you are doing some kind of spiritual activity. But while you are doing internal Nirjara, people may or may not come to know about it. That is why it is called internal Nirjara. Now let's begin with atonement. The word atonement literally means that you know that you have done something wrong, you are willing to take its responsibility and are also eager to take up some corrective measures. So, Jainism has divided this into 4 stages. First is repentance. All of us are worldly living beings. We carry out many activities for our survival, for our work, sometimes just for fun. And while carrying out such activities, we may hurt someone, knowingly or unknowingly. Sometimes knowingly also we hurt. Yes, like some student is doing some mischief and the teacher gives punishment. She knows that punishment is bad, but at that point in time she has to do it. So, there are many such activities we do knowingly. Sometimes we do it unknowingly. Like for example, boy is playing a football match and while running on the ground, some insect comes under its shoes and gets crushed. That time a boy knows, boy sees that insect, but in that gist of match he cannot stop himself or he cannot do anything about that insect and he has to continue with that match. But later at night or maybe when the match is over, he realizes that he has crushed one insect. So, that is realization. So, similarly, maybe sometimes we are sitting with friends and teasing each other. That time we do not realize, but unknowingly we may hurt someone's feelings. Somebody who is very sensitive to all the comments may feel bad. That person may not speak up or may not oppose our action, but definitely that person is hurt. And maybe later while going to bed, we sometimes relive the day, the memories, and suddenly we realize that, oh, that person was not feeling good about my comments. That realization of wrongdoing is called repentance, that you know that you have done something wrong. Then the next stage is remorse. You know you have done something wrong, but every time it is not possible to say sorry immediately. You want to say sorry, but that person is not in front of you. Say for example, as I said, while going to bed I realized that oh, I said something to someone which was not right. Now at 2 a.m. I cannot call up someone. I have to live with that pain till morning, at least till that person wakes up, even if I want to call that person. It can be some colleague or some employee who got boss's shoutings during the day, and then the boss realizes, no, it was not worth this much shouting. I should have tackled the things differently. He may feel like saying sorry to that employee. But definitely that will be done on the next day or maybe the day after when you are going to office, when that person is going to office. Till that much time, till you can approach that being, that person, you have to live with that pain, and that living with the pain is called remorse. Then comes confession. Confession means accepting your mistake and saying sorry to whoever you may have hurt. As I said earlier, every time it is not possible that that person will meet that person again. Say you hurt someone in the train, now that passenger is gone, but still you feel that, oh, I had stepped on the toe, it must be feeling that pain, so I should have said sorry, but I couldn't. You are not going to meet that person. Sometimes the fights are very big, and the opposite person with whom you have fought is such a person that if you go and try to tell sorry to him or her, he or she will put up another fight, and you want to avoid this situation. That is why you don't want to go there and confess that, oh, whatever I did was wrong. What is the alternative? The alternative is to go to some senior spiritual person, some guru, and confess about your wrongdoing. Every religion understands the importance of atonement, and that is why every religion provides some or other way of getting rid of this guilt. Basically, confession is a way to get rid of the guilt. In churches, they have confession boxes where a person anonymously can tell about all the sins and feel relieved. In Jains, we go to our gurus or acharya and tell whatever is we have done which is not right. Acharya may give some corrective rituals, like maybe do a jap mala. Say if I am angry, I feel very angry, then Maharaj Sahib will say, okay, you do jap mala. That will help you concentrate, help you control your ego, or may give some fasting ritual, or depending on the person's ability or the person's social strata or the health conditions, various gurus suggest various rituals that help a person to get rid of that guilt. Not just us, laymen, monks also sometimes make mistakes. See, sometimes we are arguing with a monk, or somebody is arguing with a monk, and then the monk realizes that this argument was not worth spending time, or the person may have got hurt. Then the person has already gone. Then what to do? Then they take some kind of penance rituals from their guru. Sometimes they also unknowingly or knowingly drift away from their code of conduct. Say for example, a monk falls sick and he or she needs a hospitalization. Now monks are not supposed to use electricity or electric equipment, but in the hospital you have to go with their rules and you have to use everything. So at that time such calls are taken. First get cured and then take up the atonement ritual. Take some corrective, some penance ritual, asking for forgiveness for this. And this is very important. See, getting a human birth is very difficult, and that too becoming a monk in that birth is also very, very difficult. You can't just throw away your life because of some illness or some sickness that is curable, that is going to extend your life for maybe 5-10 years. So these are the middle path. Sometimes it happens that you don't feel like confessing to someone. Then what is the way out? Journaling. Psychologists also say that journaling helps to relieve your mental stress. You can write down whatever you have done, and maybe you can also write down that I am sorry for this. It will help you relieve your guilt. This is also atonement, self-atonement. You have not confessed to anyone, but yes, you are feeling sorry, and that is very important actually. If somebody is giving you punishment or not, that's not important. You are feeling sorry, you are feeling guilty, and you would not repeat that in future. That is important. So that is confession. And the last is self-reconciliation or Pratikraman. The word Pratikraman is very popular among Jains, but hardly anybody knows its actual meaning. It is self-reconciliation, because while you are reciting the shlokas of Pratikraman, you are counting that these are the possible mistakes I could have done during the day. If you know, you consciously ask for forgiveness. If not, you are still asking for forgiveness, that okay, I may have done this, I don't know, unknowingly I have done this, but I ask for forgiveness. And the word for forgiveness is michhami dukadam. That my wrongdoing may not show effect in the future. I am asking forgiveness for that. Ideally, Pratikraman should be done once in morning, once in the evening. That is at the time of dawn and at the time of dusk. Dusk, you can understand that full day you have done some other activities and you are asking for forgiveness. Why morning? During the sleep also we commit some sins mentally. In the dream we may beat up somebody, or we may fight with somebody, or we may kill someone. So that also binds karma, and that is why it is necessary to do the morning Pratikraman also. Now many people are busy with many activities. I can't do everything that day. I can't do Pratikraman every day, and that too for twice, morning and evening. No, I don't have so much time. Okay, then do it Pakhi Pratikraman, that is once in 2 weeks. If not, then do Chomasi Pratikraman once in 4 months. Not even that, then at least do samvatsari Pratikraman, that is once a year after Paryushan. Why it is important to do at least once a year? Because it gives you a chance to take a pause, take a look back, where I am heading. Am I walking on the right path, or am I deviating from the correct ways of life? Am I on the wrong path? It gives you a pause. It helps you to look back, to wait. At least it gives you the understanding that this is not right. Still, if you want to do it, okay, that's your choice. You are making a choice, but at least pause, at least understand what choices you are making for your life. And that is why Pratikraman is very important for all Jains. Now, I am not doing Pratikraman every day for some or other reason, but there is one small ritual that can also help you progress spiritually. That is, at the bedtime you can say a 2-liner prayer. You can simply fold your hands, close your eyes and say, I am asking for forgiveness from all those whom I have hurt during the day, and also I am forgiving everyone who have hurt me. See, not just asking for forgiveness is important, also forgiving others is very important, because if you don't forgive others, then that revenge, that anger is still in your mind, and that is going to bind karma continuously till the time that anger is there, that this person has hurt me and I am going to take some revenge, or I am hurt, or I don't like, or some hatred is there. So it is a very good way to shed your karma faster if you do this prayer every night before going to bed. How this prayer works? Universe is one and everything is connected. Your vibes will reach that soul. You will definitely feel peaceful about it, and that soul will also feel your peace. The revengeful attitude, the anger in that soul's emotions will also subside, because you are asking for forgiveness indirectly. Every time you may not communicate with that being directly, but when your soul is asking for forgiveness, the peace is felt everywhere. And definitely you are going to progress spiritually by doing this small ritual. Now let's come to the last part of the video, benefits of atonement. So the first benefit is creating awareness. You become aware of what you are doing, because when you take up atonement, you know you have done something wrong, and that helps you to realize that this is not right thing and I will not try to do that in future. It helps you to start walking on a better path. It also helps you to pause before saying something or before acting. You will pause before saying some hurtful words, or maybe you will pause before hurting someone physically or maybe emotionally. So indirectly, all these things will make you a better person, and a better person is always welcome everywhere. This also improves your social bond with others. You become a likable person because you are not hurting someone. So that is a first benefit. Now second benefit, atonement also fosters personal growth. When you get rid of your guilt, you become emotionally strong. Guilt is always troubling you, but when you are free of any of the guilts, you have already done some atonement ritual and you feel peaceful. So this entire thing enhances your mental peace. And lastly, it is a one step forward towards the just world. You are not doing injustice to anybody. You are not hurting anybody. So this was all about atonement, the first way of internal Nirjara. Till the time I come up with next video, stay connected.